Welcome to 2 Minute Tactics, where we look at a recent game and focus on a tactical approach of the teams. Hi guys, this week we're going to be taking a look at how Chelsea clinched the Premier League title for Liverpool. But before we get into this week's video, make sure to give us a like and subscribe, and if you missed last week's video, click on the link above. Let's take a look how the teams lined up. Starting off with Chelsea, who set up in a 4-3-3 formation with Kepa in goal, Azpilicueta, Christensen, Rudiger and Alonso as the back four. N'Golo Kante as the holding midfielder with Mason Mount and Ross Barkley either side, and then the front three of Christian Pulisic, Willian and Olivier Giroud. And then moving on to Manchester City, who also set up in a 4-3-3 formation, but with a false nine due to the injury of Sergio Aguero. Ederson in goal, Kyle Walker, Fernandinho, Laporte and Benjamin Mendy as the back four. Rodri as the holding midfielder with Kevin De Bruyne and Ilkay Gundogan as the two essential midfielders, and then the front three of Raheem Sterling, Riyad Mahrez and then Bernardo Silva. Let's get 2 minutes on the clock and let's go. So starting off with how Chelsea beat Manchester City's press. So City deployed Bernardo Silva as the false nine and had him trying to stop passes going into N'Golo Kante, which then meant City's wingers, Mahrez and Sterling, were positioned in between the centre-backs and the full-backs, which then meant if Chelsea did go short, they had an extra man pressing here, which meant they were instantly under pressure. So they were trying to force them long, which can also force them into mistakes, into wide areas. But what Chelsea done as the game went on, Mason Mount dropped into here to make it a 2v1 with Bernardo Silva, which then meant that Kevin De Bruyne had to come in, which left more space behind here, and it also gave Mahrez two thoughts about what to do, to go with the full-back or to go with the centre-back. So it gave Chelsea that first pass to get out and then to go long in behind. They also had Olivier Giroud up front, who is a good target in the air against City's centre-backs, which then meant Pulisic and Willian could get in behind the full-backs who were positioned quite high. So Kepa would look to play the ball into Giroud, and they would have Willian and Pulisic fighting for the second balls, and they had a lot of success, especially in the second half when Abraham came on with his pace up top when the game got stretched. In terms of Chelsea out of possession, Frank Lampard told his fullbacks to follow Manchester City's wingers wherever they go, okay? So what he would have is they would form a 4-5-1 out of possession, and when City's fullbacks did look to bomb on, they would either see the two midfielders drop back as far as they can, which then meant the two fullbacks could follow the wingers, or even they had the centre midfielders dropping into wide areas, which meant that the two wingers could come inside here, and it meant that Alonso and Azpilicueta could go one-on-one on Sterling and Mahrez, which restricted their space throughout the game. And then we're going to look at how City conceded the first goal. So we come from the corner, which the ball comes out here, and we see Mendy and Gundogan. So all Mendy had to do was leave the ball to Gundogan, who did signal that he wanted the ball, but instead he plays it across, and we see Pulisic steal the ball, and Gundogan was out the game. Instead of delaying Pulisic and waiting for support, because he had Kyle Walker coming back and Gundogan as well, as soon as Pulisic took a touch away from Mendy, he dived in, which then meant he was out the game, and the support was basically, there was no point in him coming back, and it was a great one-on-one finish by Pulisic, who put Chelsea ahead, and we saw the same type of rhythm happening in the game when Chelsea were on the counter-attack. Thanks for watching this week's video. For more content, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook and TikTok. The links will be in the description below, and we'll see you next week for another 2 Minute Tactics.